did an entire, well, not an entire live. I started a live, and apparently it was not public. It was unlisted. Doesn't do us a whole lot of good here, not being public. So we're going to give it a second for some people to come in. If you guys are here, say what's up, because this thing doesn't update for a while to let me know that, hey, there's anybody here. So for the first hot minute, you sit here and you talk to yourself. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do live, but for now, let's do a little green screen, because that's a cool little feature. We'll find a little picture here to add to the green screen. Let's see. Let's do a little picture of Who do we got? What do we got? Oh, can't show you that one yet. Let's do here we go. There we go. What's up, y'all? Here we got a little Chris at a slot machine. That's a great picture for our backdrop here. What is up, everybody? So I totally screwed up. Damn, there's a lot of you here. Awesome, guys. I appreciate you. What's up, Texas? What's up, Kyle Hayden, Steven? 67 PSD. What's up, Charger, Brian, Big D Steel Trucker, another Brandon, Tiny. Did you guys know Tiny is Chris's nickname? Fun fact. Chris, Steven, Max Racing, Tony. Astro, can't wait to see you guys at SEMA. Yes, we are excited. Hopefully, DEDX compressor, when it kicks on and off over here, doesn't disturb us during a live stream. Let's see the trucks. I can show you guys the trucks I can show you. Can't show you the one that's getting worked on back there. Crazy green screen. Yeah. We got Chris at a slot machine. That's Chris's church on a Sunday right there. I got to get a cat eye. I know. I need to get another cat eye one day. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can flip this without. I guess I got to take the green screen away. Ask DEDX to do a giveaway on the K20. Maybe. That truck needs some work, though. Let me see. How do I get green screen off? Let me see how I turn this thing off real quick. Off. Okay, let me flip the camera. See, we got single cab. DEDX red square body. My truck. DEDX K20 over there. All right. Let's see. I'm going to jump in here. It's been a while since I've done a live, so we'll do a little Q&A or whatever y'all want to tell me or ask me. DEDX down working on his truck. We're filming some time-lapse stuff right now, so kind of just staying up here because it's just compressors and sanders going back there. Wait till you guys see what happened to DEDX paint. That is for tomorrow's video, but it's a hard-learned lesson of buffing, cutting, and sanding your own paint. Scary. Very scary. All right, let's see. Is Chris family or just a friend? Chris is a friend, but man, me and him go back to, let's see, 9th grade. I was 15, so that would be 10, would be 24. Yeah, we've known each other for almost 20 years. That is insane to say. I feel old as shit. So we met in driver's ed class in high school, and, you know, like most good friendships, I was just a big, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but I was a big crap talker. So I always loved to just stir stuff up with people, and Chris being like twice my size at the time, I loved to just like talk crap and stir some stuff up, and it got to the point where like we were going to fight, and then we became best friends. And that guy came to my house every single day after that. He would ride his bike to our house every day. My parents would always have to give him a ride home, like throw his bike in the back of my dad's truck, and yeah, he's basically family. Let's see. Need some more updates on DEDX Cat Eye? Yeah, you're going to get those on Monday. Get ready. Good or bad, but probably bad. See you in SEMA, hopefully. Make it 3 years in a row. Yes, sir. I saw a Harbor Freight Predator on the back of a guy's truck. I tell my wife, look, that's the Predator I saw on Dmax. She thought I meant a... That's gross. Chris has not bought a new truck yet. Chris has a work truck and a gas card. It's kind of hard to turn that down. Need some lights for the 350. Which 350? Am I still loving the new 250? Yes. The truck is sick. The stock suspension, not very fantastic on it, but obviously we got the Carly kit that is going to be changing that completely. So pretty excited about that. Lowered single truck build in the future. I am not a lowered truck fan. My white cat eye that we did as a street truck, that's about it, man. And that thing was just, it was leveled. But I'm just not a lowered truck fan. You suck at parking. Yeah, man. First of all, the turning radius on these F-250s sucks. Second of all, this is kind of our parking lot, so we just park however we want. Paint by Jay in the house. We both need cat eyes now, bro. After doing his, I want one. Yes, sir. Let's see. What's good, bro? Can't wait to see you at SEMA. We still doing the tattoo? Yeah, brother. Let's just be clear. I don't pay for the tattoos. So if you want to get one, hit me up. I have a good tattoo shop that we have found. We've been through a few tattoo shops in Vegas, and I think we found the best one for this. 2 years ago, we had like 6, 7 people doing work for tattoos. Last year, we had a couple of people doing them. So if you guys want, hit me up on Instagram or something, and we'll try to figure out coordinating a couple people getting some work for tattoos. When's the last time I drove the 6.0? It's been a minute. I don't know. I didn't think I'd really want to use my new truck as much as I do, but man, it's just hard to beat the comfort of a new truck. I got into construction because of you when I started watching 5 years ago. I'm an assistant superintendent now. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. Is the K20 running and driving? It is running and driving. I don't know what his plan is. Maybe SEMA next year. Can we get an update on the old friend group? So Snow is in Iowa. He's a heavy haul trucker now. Just got married, by the way. Bryant is in Michigan, I believe. That's back where his family's from. So he's living the good life out there. Zach is kind of retired from the mechanic life. Now he does like boat ECM tuning and stuff like that. And then who else? No, I'm forgetting some people here. I mean, like the immediate group that was here. Yeah, that's pretty much. Restaurant update. So there is another video coming. The last restaurant we were working on is done. So that's good. They are already open. Now we're coming into a new restaurant, and there's talks that I might be too expensive for this one. So we're going to have to figure this one out, because I've been a loyal restaurant builder for this group. So we're going to see what's going on here. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Trying to get through. No, Medina 619. I did not. Do we still package and ship out all the orders myself? I mean, you can see right here. It's where all the stuff comes from. We don't third party it. I have an employee that comes here weekly to package and ship orders. But yes, it is all still done in-house. It is all still hand-signed thank you notes. We've never strayed from that. How's Papa Rhino been? Haven't seen him for a while. You're actually going to see him in Monday's upload. He's been good. Busy and good. When is the Carly lift going on? Hopefully this coming week. So stay tuned for that. Update on the ranch driveway. I was actually supposed to go out there and pressure wash it yesterday, and ended up running late. I was going to do it today, but now I'm here at the shop with Dedic, trying to fix his paint. Stay tuned for Monday's video. Paint the Bobcat gray to match the OBS. I've talked about wanting to do a paint job on my excavator. So, Jay, I know you're in here. Whenever you're ready to start pulling off hydraulic lines, I want to do something wild and crazy on the excavator. When did Chris get married? So that's funny. I saw a lot of you guys comment this a couple videos ago. The video where I installed the upfitter switches, I mentioned how Chris's wife has a platinum that had, like, I used that VIN number. Well, I kept seeing comments being like, when did Chris get married? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And I realized, I'm talking Chris from Graco Customs that owns that shop. That Chris's wife, not the Chris you guys are used to seeing, Chris. Our Chris isn't married. I know you wouldn't move from Southern California, but if you were forced to move, what state? Arizona or Utah. I love Southern Utah. We'll see. We'll see. Harbor Freight used your truck in the commercial. What commercial would that be? How have I not heard about this? Send me a link or something on Instagram, Memo. If I have no idea what you're talking about. What am I naming the F-250? Okay, this might break some hearts. I don't like naming vehicles. The BBB being named the BBB annoys me a little bit. I mean, I get it. It's cool. You guys love the name, so I roll with it. But if you're like in my world here, any time I refer to that, it's always just the Denali, the Denali. I've never been a vehicle namer. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. But that truck, obviously, it was making a statement. It was, bigger, badder, better build was what I was doing. Why there's 3Bs, not 4, I don't know. It's bigger, badder, better. And the reason was because when I got hit by the drunk driver, that truck that I had got totaled. That was like, at the time, my dream truck, taken from me. So we had to come back bigger, badder, and better. And then I never really intended on that being the name of the truck. But hey, y'all roll with it, so I roll with it. But I really don't name vehicles. It's just not my thing. Do I count firefighters as blue collar? Of course, man. Y'all out there busting your butts. Will you be at SEMA on Friday? The only day I can be there, coming from Ohio. Yeah, we'll be at SEMA every day. So for those of you that don't know, Friday, SEMA is open to the public. You can buy tickets. And then they have SEMA Fest and all that. That's like kind of a separate thing. Doesn't get you in, so don't think buying SEMA Fest tickets. That's like for the concert and stuff after on Friday night. However, I wish they would do it earlier because Friday's kind of the day everybody's over it and the show ends early and everybody's just getting ready to get their vehicles out of there. So it's a little bit of a, I don't know. If you haven't seen the show all week, maybe it's great, but it's not as good as it could be if they would make the public day earlier in the week because everybody's just over it by Friday and trying to get out. Let's see. Apparently I'm way behind on these chats. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get caught up here. Give the 6.0 away. Now, the 6.0 is a solid truck, but it's a work truck and it looks like a work truck. I'm not going to give away a truck that's like a beat up work truck, K20 will be sick SEMA truck next year. I think so too. Now that Dedic's got a better understanding of building suspension, I feel like something sick can be built for that truck. Why don't Dedic do body liner on the Cat Eye? So Jay is in the comment section here. Paint by Jay. He could probably answer that better, but I think it's a special process, special guns that you have to use to spray, and there's a lot more steps to it. So it was just easier since Jay was traveling to do regular paint. Guest house septic system so far has been good. With the extended leach line separating the laundry. My guest house tenants do a ton of laundry. So I even had to run a new line off of that like leach pit that we did for the gray water from the laundry. But they just do so much laundry. So I'm glad we separated that, Hey, look at that, Matt. Thank you for becoming a member, man. Or you've been a member for 56 months. Is that what that says? That's solid. Yeah, that's rad. If you guys are not channel members, there are other videos that I don't post. We just posted one actually last night of some work around the ranch and stuff. You become a channel member. There's some way to do it in here. I know somebody can comment that because I really don't know how. All right. You need to build a custom mini bike, not pit bike. The mini bikes have all types of mini bikes. Mini bikes are cool, but like, I don't know. I'm more of a pit bike guy. Are you guys inside or outside for SEMA? I believe we are both outside. We will have to confirm that when we get there, but we should both be outside. Have y'all considered adding larger shirts even for an extra cost? So some shirts, let's see, we've got small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, and then some shirts go up to 4XL. So if you go on the website, just search 4XL, and then it should bring up anything that we have. Let's do it. We'll body liner it, flake it out. Oh, the excavator. There you go. Love the content. Much love from New Mexico. I'm super behind, guys. I'm trying to get caught up. Hold on. I don't want to just skip a bunch of you guys and not, miss some stuff. Let me see. Hold on. They run an old Bronco with your color choices. I don't know. I'm assuming we're talking about this Harbor Freight commercial. Gilbert, Arizona, sick. Gilbert, Arizona is actually where my Denali came from. I like that area. There we go. Look at that. We just got a new member here, I think. Kyle Newsom. I'm sorry about your last name, but thank you for becoming a new member. Any ideas for next year's SEMA build? You guys know I can't plan that far in advance. yeah, you guys know I'm a last minute SEMA build guy. Whatever vehicle we got at the time, if somebody wants it and or if we just have some idea last minute, we end up doing it. How much would it take to shave your head? I always said 1 million subscribers, I would shave my head. So we're a long ways out from that. Our hitch cover's coming back. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do something different. I gotta figure this out. Denali GMC got the Starlink mount you told me about and 100% recommend. Nice, dude. Having Starlink on the truck has been it's been a game changer, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Dude, Poohoo, interesting name, sent 1 gift membership. I think that means he's buying a gift membership for one of you guys, which is awesome. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Appreciate you helping the people out. Look at Denali GMC. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Oh, we got a bunch of people here. Russ Zimmerman. Thank you, guys. So the channel membership, again, it gives us another way to bring videos that might not be so popular in terms of, like, you know, anything I post on the main channel, like, it has to reach a certain amount of views to kind of make it worth the time, if that makes sense. Whereas having the channel membership, it opens up some freedom in what we film. You know, like we've gone squirrel hunting on the channel, and it's like stuff I can't really post on the main page because there's, you know, slingshots involved and all of that, and YouTube doesn't really like that. So it's kind of one of those things that we can do other stuff that I can't necessarily post on the main channel. Dang, we got a bunch of people signing up for members. Awesome, man. 94 Chevy Z71. Thank you. Who do we got here? Riley Lewis, appreciate you. Austin Hanny, I think you might have just sent $4.99. Awesome, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Okay, there we go. Jay's got an answer. Truck would have been brought to my shop. Body liner is not as easy as a paint job. Takes a lot more to it. Go back and watch the OBS Ford build on the channel. Well, I've been installing a bunch of Banks parts. So we're supposed to have some already for my truck. We don't have them yet, so I don't think it's going to happen before SEMA. I think you should do a giveaway to hang out with you and the gang for a day. All right, all right. Once subscribed, the button will say join, and that's how you become a member. Awesome. Wiener butt. Thanks, bro. You guys is whatever. Screen names are pretty fantastic. How do you like your Starlink Mini? I bought one because of yours. I love mine. They are awesome, guys. So I was worried about using like too much data. I got the 50 gigabyte plan. Obviously, it's only hooked to my truck. I don't hook it to the house or anything like that. I have separate internet at the house. And the most I've hit is 40 gigabytes in a month. And even then, every gig that you go over, it's $1. So unlimited is $150 or $165. So even if I go double, because I'm paying $60 right now. So if I double it and I go 100 gigs in the month, I'm only going to be $110. And so I'm still cheaper than going unlimited. So it's just better to do it this way, depending on how much you guys need. Braden, most real YouTube channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Russ Zimmerman gifted a membership. So that's sick. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate you, man. Chris Slayton, welcome to becoming a member. Jerry Banda, thank you, brother. Come out to Vegas this upcoming weekend to the Lowrider Show with Alex and Hoppos. I wish they didn't do the Lowrider Show so close to SEMA. I just don't have time to go out there. I would love to go out there one time, but I just don't have time. Let's see. Take the dump truck to SEMA. I've thought about it. I've thought about restoring that thing, but it's kind of really cool as is. I would probably buy a different truck to do that. Kyle Newsom. I make my last name Worley. There you go, brother. Take that last name back. I become a member to see Super Singles on the Cat Eye. Nice, C10, Justin. Just got back from the range. How's your day, Ryan? Going well so far. What booth will you be at? So I am going to be in a spot for Baja Designs, and then Dedic is going to be in a spot for Flog Bumpers. Have Chris build a truck for next SEMA. That would be sick. Maybe we can do that. You have any jerky online? Yes, I think we should still have some in stock. I'm staring at some. Here, let me flip the camera right now. We've got a lot of jerky in stock. We've got our spicy beef jerky. This stuff is awesome. And then we've got what seems to be everybody's favorite, and that is our bacon jerky. This stuff is fantastic. Highly recommended. I don't know if I can make that let me see if I can add that here. Hold on, guys. Let me try to tag a product. Hopefully it still shows you guys me. Let me see, jerky. Can I add jerky to this thing right here? All right, here we go. We're going to add. Just trying to, there we go. Should be adding both of our jerkies here. I think it's done. I don't really know. Hopefully it added jerky as an option, but you can go to workforapparel.com, get you guys some jerky. Oh, and it brought me all the way down to the bottom here. All right. Gotta hopefully watch my Cowboys beat the Redskins. There you go, brother. Would I sell a deck over for a Diamond Seed tilt deck or deck over? Yeah, I mean, one day I would like to get a Diamond Seed deck over. It's just hard when you already own a trailer that works, you know, and it does what it needs to do. To just go buy another one doesn't make the most sense. Whatever happened with the ride lawnmower with the Harbor Freight engine swap. So we need to readjust. So I bought a new belt for it. When Dedic built it, the angles all worked for like an older, sloppier belt. So we need to basically rebuild or reposition the engine mount. So right now it just keeps slipping the belts off. We don't want that. So it's also honestly not mowing season anyway right now. So we'll get it. Has the government shutdown affected you in any way? Nope. Probably not like most of us, man. Let's see. Chris Dayton, welcome to becoming a member. Jesus Solazano, thank you for being a member for 18 months, man. Am I ready for SEMA traffic? Oof. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then now we got some friends over there that help us get in and out easier. The loading in part sucks, so I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. Me and Dedic, our load in is also like 2 hours apart. So if you guys don't know, to load in, basically they fill like one side of the exterior parking lot and they work their way out. So you get a time slot that you need to be there to load in, and then you have to stage in a parking lot across the street. You're there for freaking hours just sitting in your truck on standby until they like let your group go in. It's not the best setup. I get it. I mean, it's got to be miserable to do what they do, but there's also got to be a better way, you know? Nick Alba gifted a membership. Awesome, Nick. You are awesome. And I'm assuming, Colin, you might have claimed that one. Super sick. Super sick. Love seeing you guys take care of each other. Trying to decide what's next on my truck. 18 F-150 5.0. Almost a majority parts color match. Sitting on some 35s. Some bronze KMCs. I either want to do suspension next or some lighting. I would go suspension, you know? Nick does biking. Thank you, brother. What were your dislikes? Your likes and dislikes about the Bronco, looking to buy an F-250 or Bronco. So the Bronco was cool because it was small, nimble. It was fun. It was a fun vehicle. You just don't get as much bang for your buck. You know, when I bought it, it was $62,000. Doesn't have rear seat heaters. Doesn't have cooled seats. It just feel like it was missing a lot of stuff for the price point. I don't know. I mean, they're fun. They're fun to whip around. Just, I don't know. I'm liking the 250 better. It's a bigger vehicle, yes, but you just have more space. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we got some new members. What do we got here? Oh, your name's not popping up. Malik Gray. Congratulations, man. Thank you for becoming a member. I want to do lighting on my truck like the F-250 where the light's worth it. Yeah, dude, these freaking... I wish the camera showed it better. These Baja Designs lights are absolutely insane, man. They're insane. Put a random job site pick. Okay, you guys want a random job site pick for the green screen? Let me try to remember how to do the green screen. All right, let's see. Let's pick something random here. Oh, man, I got to find one. Let's try. This one's got me in it. That's going to be kind of weird. Whoa. Let me block my head with my head. There we go. There's a random job site pick. We'll go back to Chris at the casino, though, because that's kind of a shitty job site pick. Do you come into Utah during SEMA? I do not. I do not make it that far north. I've fallen in love with Diamond Sea trailers because of you and Greg A. Awesome, man. They are the best trailers, you know. I don't just say that. You know, I use them all the time. Let's see. The F-250 tow's great. Those 10 speeds are fantastic, Ethan. I fell in love with them on the 450. I have towed a lot. I mean, I've towed, 14 hours with that truck in one go, and you can't beat those 10 speeds. But I do collabs with other construction YouTubers local. Sure. I mean, if the, if the opportunity is right, why not? get a security vest to escort yourself in. We kind of escorted ourselves in last year, and they kicked us out. We'll see how it goes this year. You gotta try a little bit, you know. Matthew, am I planning on doing a meetup soon? Maybe after SEMA. We got to do something local. Jonathan, your videos and work ethic are awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. How do you gift a membership? Can't find the menu for that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hopefully, maybe one of these guys in here can help you. Y'all are way smarter than I am when it comes to to do this stuff. Will there be a work for it iron-on patches? We actually are working on some new key tags. We have a few new shirt designs. Hopefully, we can drop those soon. We got some new stuff coming. I just started a career in truck driving. Nice, dude. Best advice for wanting to start my own concrete business, GC business. Oh, man, there's a lot. Obviously, do it right. Get licensed. Get insured. Get bonded. Do all of that. I was still working in construction while I was getting my license, and then from there, I was able to get leads. It's not that hard if you do good work to kind of get your name out there pretty quickly. When buying a newer truck, what were the things you considered before you purchased? I don't really know, man. I went in just to look, and then I was like, what will you give me for the Bronco? And then they gave me a number I was happy with. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll buy a new truck. I don't like shady dealers. You know, I go in there. I have family that have owned car dealerships over the years. So I know the business. I know how these things work. I know they all lie to you. I know they all act like, we're making no money on this deal. Sure, you wouldn't be selling trucks if you're making no money on these deals. Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Unless it's some super sought after truck or super sought after thing, there's plenty of room on these trucks, man. And just fight them. You know, don't go for all the extra crap. I don't need my VIN number engraved on every damn part. Don't buy all the extra crap that they're going to try to sell you at the end. It's just not worth it. I'm just not a fan of Ford. I drove F-250s in West Texas Oilfield. That's fine, man. Hey, we all got our thing. Planning some Planning some casino videos during SEMA. Absolutely. I bought a Starlake because of you. I drive a big truck in Alaska on the Dalton Highway and ice roads and never lose service once. Awesome, man. Love to hear it. Would you do a cheap beater Ford Ranger build? The problem is there ain't no cheap beater Ford Rangers anymore. It's insane how expensive those things have gotten. Russ, another gifted membership. Awesome, dude. Ethan Wheels. Thank you for being a member for 55 months. That's awesome. Looking to upgrade my 2015 F350 Lariat to the new Platinum. You're going to be stoked on that upgrade. Trust me. It would be dope if you did a collab with Cletus or V-Belt and Sons. Yeah, those guys are much bigger YouTubers than me, but it would be sick. Click the donation button and there's an option for gifting. Sick, dude. Post the next video, SEMA builds, or we riot. It's coming Monday. I bought mine, still up for grabs. Love the channel. Awesome, dude. I was looking into the Harbor Freight tool chest. Should I spend money for the Icon box or go with the General, US General? I mean, we have the US General. We like it. We're super happy with it. They are dropping a new color at SEMA, though, so I would wait until you find out what that new color is, because that might be something that you want. Do you think we need to tackle the unemployment issues first, or the inflationary state of the dollar? This is an interesting question. We're in a weird and unusual standpoint between both, considering Trump is a complicated situation. I don't know, man. I think we need to work on inflation, unemployment. The people that don't want to work aren't working anyway. The people that want to work can usually find jobs. I think we need to work on inflation. Roman Atwood is giving out a $100,000 truck, GMC, and a 2025 camper. I feel like there's just so many giveaway people out there. I'd be much more well off and richer if I jumped in this giveaway thing and just gave away trucks every month. But I want to give away cool stuff if we're ever going to do that. You know, if you guys want, what truck would you want me to give away of my 8 trucks that I have? Let me know. Let me see. Trying to go through these. Videos of pest control are super great. There you go. Yeah, so if you guys are channel members, you know. We do some hunting squirrels out there. It's pretty fun. We've got some pretty good channel member videos, I think. And we just dropped one last night. Would you know if Icon will have any big sales this year? They do sales all the time. Harbor Freight does a ton of sales. Become an Inside Track Club member. I think you have to pay for that. I don't know. But it's definitely worth it. Trust me. You'll get different sales, better sales, and you get the first to know about things that are coming down the line. Your OBS Ford from a few years ago has been my inspiration for my late uncle's truck that I inherited. Nice, brother. Another CRF10 giveaway would be cool too. So we were actually looking into giving away, I forget the company, Benelli, something. They make like a Honda Grom similar, but it's a 135. Higher top speeds. We actually just said Chris wanted to buy a bunch of those the other day, so maybe we'll give away something like that. Or a truck. I don't know. Some of you guys want the BBB given away. Gray OBS, BBB, OBS. Which OBS? I have two OBSs. You would like the gray OBS, the one that Jay sprayed, the single cab OBS. I feel like that one might be up for a good giveaway. Goon Squad does a giveaway every month. Quit watching because of it. Super annoying. Yes, I feel like if you base your whole channel around the giveaways, it can get annoying. But we got at cbailey619 here. You know what's funny, Chris? You're our background. Okay, that's you on a slot machine right there.
Nice.
Anybody got any questions for Chris? I'll ask him a couple questions here, and then we will get off of this. We've been on here for 30 minutes here. The TNT 135 is sick. My buddy had one. Definitely a dope little bike. Okay. 94 Chevy Z71. Thank you, brother. Yes, you have to pay for Inside Track Club member, but it's 1 year or 2 year. And I feel like you save money. Like it's worth, you get your money's worth out of it. Let's see. Chris, what is your job? Hold on, let me take off this green screen so you guys can see Chris.
My job?
Hold on, brother. All right, Chris, what is your job?
I work for a general contractor.
Okay.
We remodel apartment complexes.
There you go. How's the investment property going to buy more?
It's doing good. Yeah, I'm trying to get another one by the end of this year.
Okay. When are you going to buy another truck?
When I come up with $100,000.
For the single cab OBS, I would have to skip Snap-on payments. Yeah, skip them. We don't need to. Don't pay those guys.
Yeah, screw those guys.
Yeah. Chris, how much have you lost this year in gambling?
How much have I lost?
Yeah.
I'm close to even.
What does the IRS think, though?
I got a lot of 1099s.
Chris, what made you decide to get into rentals for passive income?
My money wasn't doing anything for me in my bank account, so I decided to buy a rental property.
Chris, why do you seem to always be off work?
I get a lot of my work done early in the morning. And then
It's not true. He calls me early in the morning. We chatted up for a bit. Sometimes we go to the casino early in the morning.
Well, I also show up to work earlier than you.
Right now. Not normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Chris, was your old F-150 work truck reliable?
My old one?
I'm assuming your current one.
Heck yeah, that thing has 300,000 miles on it.
Yeah, what, did you just get a new transmission?
At 300,000 miles, yeah.
I feel like that thing's been in the shop like 10 times this year.
Yeah, I guess.
Did any of the Arizona rains damage your property?
No.
No. Okay. Is there any reason you did the rental in Arizona versus other states?
I feel like in the next 10 years, Yuma's going to grow.
Shh, don't give them our secret about Yuma, dog.
They know it's Yuma.
Oh. Let's see. What truck are you thinking of getting, Chris? Is it going to be a gasser?
I want to get a Super Dude.
Okay. Let's see. Is the location a big deal when looking at properties, and what location are you looking at? It is a huge deal. That's like the most important deal.
Yeah. I mean, trying to buy a rental property these days in San Diego's hard because you're spending over $1 million on a rental property.
Right.
Arizona's still very affordable.
There you go. Let's see. Have I looked into real estate Utah? I should have bought in Utah when we first went there years ago for the first Vlog Fest, because man, was it cheap and affordable. But it's going up. It's going up. But maybe one day. Evan Long says Arizona isn't affordable. You ain't been to California. Arizona looks like they're practically giving houses out for free.
Yeah.
Uh,
I live Scottsdale.
yeah, Scottsdale, not affordable. Beautiful, not affordable. Chris, Bill says he'll sell you his house in Kentucky.
How much?
Yeah. We need some numbers here. Chris, would you get a Cybertruck?
No.
Oh. Ever consider rentals in El Centro? I've looked in El Centro a lot. The problem is California is so in favor of the renters, not the landlords, that like you can get screwed very easy in California. Affordable, but I'm paying $250,000 for my first home. Yeah, that's cheap. You cannot buy the crappiest condo in like the crappiest subdivision where we're at. There's nothing for $250,000. Nothing. Maybe a really crappy, really crappy chunk of land.
Side of a mountain.
Yeah. Chris, do a giveaway house.
Okay.
I feel like y'all think we have a lot more money than we do. Let's see. Sabes Suspensions will see us at SEMA.
See you there.
See you there. Michigan.
Gamble?
Yeah. If you gamble, come gamble with us. Michigan, you can get a house on Lake Huron for $300,000. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's up, Dakota Hernandez? Utah, $550 for 10 acres and a new house. Yeah, what part of Utah, though? I'm not a cold weather Utah. I'm a southern Utah kind of guy. All right. We got to go. I got to go check on Dedic. I'm down to gamble to try to afford these Cali houses. All right, there you go. Yeah, if you hit it big, you can easily buy a house in California. Here in Massachusetts, 2 acres on the cheap end is $75,000. That sounds good. Buckeye, Arizona. Buckeye's pretty affordable. We got a buddy in Buckeye. Barbecue, yeah. When is the lift on the truck going to be completed? Hopefully this week. In Abilene, Texas, $250,000 gets a lot of land and a house. We have friends in Abilene, Texas also. Have a great day. Thank you, Jack. New Mexico has cheapest price on houses. Chris, got to start checking New Mexico. Does anybody want to live there, though? That's the important part, because we got to buy on them, but we got to be able to rent them. Who's putting the lift on? The lift is getting put on by CJC. They are the masters of all things Carly, so why not go with the best? Any meetups at SEMA? Probably. I'll pick a day. We'll do a meetup like around our trucks or something like that. Yeah, I feel like I'll be better at announcing it as well, so you guys don't miss it. So we will pick a day to do a meetup. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram. SEMA's in a couple of weeks. We're getting close. Pennsylvania, $345,000. 2020 5-bed house, 17 acres. Oh, that was in 2020. It's doubled now. Yeah, things went up pretty heavy. I bought in 2020. It was a very good time to buy. Buy any house near a military base and you're set. Absolutely. Chris's is close to a military base.
Couple.
Somehow I ended up with non-military renters, but they pay.
Yeah.
Remember to stand behind the barriers when filming any racing. Yeah. We don't want to get hit by trucks and or tires anymore, right, Chris? We're done. We're done getting hit by vehicles.
Yeah. That one hurt. It still hurts.
Somehow my back is fucked up right now.
My ankle's still messed up.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, y'all. We got to go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody that became members today. Go check out the members only videos. If you guys did not, go join the channel membership. You can do it on the homepage of the of my YouTube channel. Y'all are the best. We love you guys. We will see you at SEMA if you're going to be there. Bye. Say bye, Chris.